Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. As the Associate Dean for Student Affairs, it is my honor and joy to welcome all of you, our incredible class of 2029, your proud families and cherished friends, to this very special white coat ceremony here at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Greenville. Today marks a milestone. It's not just about putting on a white coat. It's about stepping into a new chapter filled with hope, dedication, and the pursuit of science and healing. This coat symbolizes much more than medical knowledge. It represents compassion, integrity, and the profound responsibility you are about to embrace as future physicians. To the 113 remarkable students sitting before me, you earned your place here through grit, intelligence, and heart. Savor this moment. Today, you stand together as an emerging community, ready to learn, to grow, and to make a real difference in the lives of others.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. I'd ask that you bow your head if you feel so led. Gracious Creator, today we gather in gratitude and awe as these students don their white coats, a symbol of healing, humility, and hope. We thank you for the passion that led them here, the perseverance that sustained them, and the promise they carry into the future. Bless their minds with wisdom, their hands with skill, and their hearts with compassion. May they listen deeply, speak truthfully, and act justly. Let their care be guided not only by science, but by empathy and integrity. In moments of uncertainty, grant them courage. In times of fatigue, renew their strength. And when faced with suffering, may they be the light of comfort and dignity. Surround them with mentors who inspire, peers who uplift, and communities that support their growth. May this white coat not only mark the beginning of a profession, but the continuation of a calling. We ask you for your blessing on each student here today and all those whose lives they will touch. Amen.
Good afternoon. How is everyone? Good. I'm Dr. Phyllis McElvery, Dean here at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Greenville, and it's my honor to welcome all of you to this meaningful day in medicine, the White Coat Ceremony. Today, we not only celebrate the start of your journey, but also the promise of a future in healthcare, embodying in the face of every one of our M1 students sitting before us right now. One of my favorite parts of welcoming the class each year at the White Coat Ceremony and getting to know the class of 2029 is learning a little bit about you before you got to us in medical school. Interestingly enough, among you is someone who has traveled all 50 states, someone who rode an elephant in Thailand, someone who skied an active volcano, which may be the most daring form of continuing education I've ever heard of. We have a black belt in karate, we have a figure skater, and we even have a 5-time cheerleading world champion. We have a few ordained ministers. We have many newlyweds in this class, by the way. We have another that brings joy to the world as a hula and Tahitian dancer. And many of you, in fact, maybe most of you, have an almost spiritual devotion to coffee. Something that will definitely serve you well over the next 4 years and for the entirety of your career. One of the things I love about learning these fun facts is that I'm able to learn a little bit more about you. And it tells me that you're a curious, adventurous, creative, disciplined, and resilient group. These qualities will carry you through some very hard times, long nights of studying, long shifts in the hospital, and challenges of caring for patients. Today, as you get your first white coat, we're celebrating the beginning of your career, and it's a good time to reflect on the collective why that you embarked on this career that we all share as physicians. You will no doubt face challenges, both intellectually and emotionally, and your why will ground you in times of significant stress. I suspect the Foundations 1 module has already shown you what intellectual and emotional stress can do. So some of the whys that come to mind, why I want to be a healer, why I want to make a difference in the lives of the patients that I serve, why I'm a lifelong learner and I enjoy the challenge that medicine brings to me personally, why I care deeply for others. My why was that I grew up in rural South Carolina and I wanted to give back to my state and my community. And my why was also that I wanted to understand the cancer that took my father's life when I was only 8 years old. So what is your why? I want you to reflect on that today. The white coat symbolizes a lot more than just starting your career. It signifies the trust your patients that will have in you, and it represents the privilege of entering your patients' lives during their most vulnerable moments, offering them comfort, knowledge, and hope. So my charge to you is this: wear your white coat, not just with pride, but with a purpose. Remember that each day in medicine is a gift, an opportunity to heal, to learn, and to serve. And remember that you never walk this path alone. You have your classmates beside you, you have your faculty behind you, and a community around you that is cheering you on. To your families and loved ones that are gathered here today, this is such an awesome group. There are so many people here in support of this class. It makes me very grateful. Thank you all for your unwavering support of these students. Your encouragement, the sacrifices that you've made, the belief in these students that has played an integral role in bringing them to this pivotal moment. Class of 2029, I encourage each of you to embrace this opportunity with gratitude and never forget your why. I hope your passion for medicine continues to grow, your compassion deepens, your commitment to lifelong learning remains steadfast. Congratulations once again to the class of 2029. I'm thrilled to be your dean, and I'm so proud of you. I'd now like to introduce Prisma Health's Executive Vice President and Chief Clinical Officer, Dr. Gleason.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I love this event. This is actually my fourth of these events, and it just doesn't get old. And somehow we scored a beautiful South Carolina day to enjoy together for this incredible occasion. It really is an honor to represent the 30,000 plus team members of Prisma Health and the nearly 4,000 members of our medical group, just to speak on behalf of them and to say congratulations, welcome to the team. We are honored to work with you all. I will see you all in clinic, so you're not getting away from me. This really is sort of core to our team. We absolutely love working with the students. It's a big part of who we are and why a lot of our team members work with us, because we get to go with you on your journey as you learn this incredible skill to take care of people. And you're gonna have a profound impact on the lives of your communities, your patients, and even your families, all of whom are counting on you to take care of them at some point. I can promise you that's how it works in my family. The white coat is, and I'm glad to do it, the white coat is most of the time. The white coat is a very important symbol. It really is. It really, to me, signifies the commitment that you're making and the bond that you establish every time you're taking care of someone who's in a very vulnerable moment. And so putting on this coat is, from my perspective, a really important. I remember very clearly my white coat ceremony. I can remember all the people who were there with me and grandparents and people, who helped me along my way. And so I'm just going to echo what Dean McGilvery said, is that you're going to remember this forever. You definitely will. I want to encourage you all that you're entering medicine at a fabulous time. I mean, congratulations, you nailed it from my perspective. I think there was an era in medicine that was all about diagnosis. We can tell you what's wrong, but we can't really do much about it. There was an era of medicine that was really about treatment. We can tell you what's wrong and we can treat you. And we're increasingly entering into an era of cure, where we can say, here's what's going on, and we have a solution for what you're dealing with. And that, to me, is very exciting. It makes me really hopeful for you all and the kind of impact that you're going to have on your patients and your communities. It's going to be different. It's going to be bigger. And I think that's really fabulous. I also think that the future is going to be not just about cure, but it's also going to be about wellness and prevention. And you are at a school that is totally differentiated from that perspective. It is an N of one, just for anybody who's here. There is no other medical school like the School of Medicine in Greenville. What they have done, the visionary leadership that started this school and they're continuing on in this school, in building health and wellness and real insights about food and the impact of food on wellness and lifestyle is really, really unique. And I think the future of medicine, as we are curing things, there's going to be a lot more bandwidth for you all to, use these skills that you're learning about wellness. And so I think it's a fabulous time for you all to be. Don't listen to anybody who tells you it's not a good time. They told me that 20 years ago. They'll be saying that 20 years from now. From my vantage point, it is an absolutely fabulous time. The other reason why I think it's a fabulous time is that I do believe that technology is going to have a really profound and positive impact on your experience of taking care of patients and their impact, their experience of receiving care. Again, there are those that would disagree with me, but in my role, I get to see a lot of the future and how all that's going to shake out, and I think it's going to be fabulous. So, good job, all the folks on the stage. We blew it on timing, and you all nailed it. I missed your first day of school, which I have never done before, and it was unavoidable, but I'm going to steal 30 seconds to tell you what I tell every single class coming in. Number one is that it is important that you choose to enjoy the journey that you're on, and that is a choice that you need to make every day. So it would be a huge mistake to spend the next 7 to 10 years thinking about that day when you walk out and you're done, you're fully baked, you've done all your medical school and all of your training and you're ready to go. Don't spend the next 7 to 10 years just thinking about that. The journey really is the destination. You're sitting next to some people that you're going to know forever. My med school friends were texting me all day yesterday during all the games, and there's just so much of life that's going to happen over these next 7 to 10 years that is going to happen in parallel to what you're doing in medicine. And I would say integrate those things, really enjoy the journey that you're on. Is that a deal? We're making a deal on that? The second part of the deal is that you need to stay connected. And what I mean by that is all these folks that are in the room that helped you to get to where you are, it would be a huge mistake to wake up 10 years from now and say, hey, where are you right now and what are you doing? You need to stay connected to the people that helped to get you here, and also to the things that really make you uniquely you. So, I mean, the dancer, the cheerleader, I don't know if you can cheerlead later in life, but you need to continue to the extent that you can doing the things that really make you uniquely you. And that's not only about you, it's about your patients. If you're a whole person and you're well and you're enjoying what you're doing, your patients are going to feel that. They're going to get different care from you, and that's ultimately what they need. So Prisma Health, we're really, really proud. We love this partnership. It's been going on for a very long period of time. You're entering into a community with 8,000 learners every year, 1,600 research active protocols. There's a lot going on in academics, and I think you're just coming to a great place. I want to close with, just for anyone, these students know this, but for everyone else to know, it is a totally unique school. It is an N of one. There is no other School of Medicine in Greenville, and I will tell you that through three lenses. The first is the community, the integration of the community. A crowd like this at a white coat ceremony is not normal. There are people here who don't have students in this class. The community built this school, loves this school, fights for this school. I have seen that in my own, through my own work, and that's just really, really unique. Number two is the focus on health and lifestyle is very, very unique. Truly a leader globally in that. And then the third thing is what you all do in learning about the lives of patients through your EMT work and disaster day and all of those things. You put those three things together. If you want to have that experience, there's literally only one place to go, and it's the School of Medicine, Greenville. So I think you all made a great choice. I had a conversation the other day with a prospective student who's interested in the School of Medicine. I said, what happens if you don't get in this year? They said, I'm going to sit it out. I'm only applying to one school. I'm going to apply to this school again because they want to have this experience. So just congratulations to all of you. You've definitely earned it. We look forward to working with you all and learning with you as we take care of our patients together. So I will see you all in clinic. And I think it is my privilege now to introduce Christina Sims, who's the class of 2029 presidents.
Hi, everyone, and once again, welcome to the Class of 2029 White Coat Ceremony. Thank you so much for being here today, and a special thank you to the friends and family who traveled to see us at this momentous time. I know I'm not the only one in this room who is grateful for their loved ones. Many of us in the Class of 2029 are well aware of the sacrifices you all made for us in the interest of our futures. You fed us when studying superseded nutrition, you loved us through all the failures along the way, and you cried with us when the first acceptance finally arrived. Speaking on behalf of my class, we love you and we are so thankful for you. As for our faculty and staff, who have also made plenty of sacrifices for us, it has been a genuine pleasure getting to know each and every one of you. The stressful, overwhelming experience of starting med school has been eased through your care, understanding, and insight into the challenges we face. Even when Casey told us we should probably avoid the hospital Starbucks, or when the SAS learning strategists and tutors gently told us our study plans needed some improvement, I left both of those encounters feeling more at peace than before, like everything was going to be okay. Additionally, the thoughtfulness of this faculty was perfectly illustrated when Dr. Jones almost flawlessly recited the first and last names of every single student who participated in his lecture, even though this was his very first time meeting us. He did admit that he put us all on flashcards the night before, but that just makes it all the more impressive, in my opinion. And throughout the rigor of Foundations 1, Dr. Blenda made tough lecture days a little better by ending the class with all of us saying, yay, yay. And now, although none of us would be here without family, friends, and faculty who helped us along the way, I look around at the students sitting in front of me, and I can say with certainty that there is something special about every single one of you that aided you in your success. I can recall quite a few times when I saw the compassion of this group. The spring preview, when Kamei gave me a big hug upon meeting me for the very first time, Fallon leading us and getting a thank you gift for Dr. Mannion at the end of EMT, Luke helping Billy jump his car in the student parking deck, and the entire class singing happy birthday to Marcus, not one, not two, but 3 separate times. That's just to name a few examples. I've barely scratched the surface. There's already such a strong sense of community between us that came about in less than 3 short months. And it's because of so many of you have so much love to give. You could meet any stranger and make them feel like a lifelong friend. You all will continue to inspire me with your warmth and empathy throughout the next 4 years. And I hope we take the thoughtfulness we learned from each other and apply it to our practice as physicians in the future. The kindness and compassion in this group will get us incredibly far as physicians, but I'd do us all a disservice if I didn't mention the grit that it took to get to this point. Did you guys know that 60% of aspiring doctors change career plans after just the first semester of undergrad? Only about 15 to 20% of high school students who say they want to be physicians actually make it to medical school. Despite the odds stacked against us, we have all come from diverse backgrounds and faced enormous challenges of our own. The stories we carry stand as powerful proof of our resilience and determination. Regardless of where we came from, we all took the same undergrad prerequisites and did well, debatably, and then took a 230-question, 8-hour-long exam to show our knowledge of said prerequisites. Apparently, the MCAT also serves as fantasy football punishment, which speaks volumes. And still, after all of that, we trudged on, spending hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars applying to whatever institution would allow our dreams to come true. I know we all felt the same 12-ton weight fall off our shoulders when we got that first acceptance call. Although we are currently beginning the intellectual equivalent of hiking Mount Everest, that certainly does not discount the mountains we've summited just to make it to this point. And to all the students in this class who have already climbed mountains bigger than Everest just to get here today, you know who you are, and I hope you know we're all proud of you. Great job, you guys. Please give yourselves a round of applause. In closing, I did some research on the meaning of the white coat to truly understand its significance. What I found was this. While these coats we put on today may be an exciting symbol of what is to come and might give us a small taste of what it's like to be an actual physician, we need to also remember that more than anything, it's a badge of honor that shows our commitment to professionalism, empathy, and respect. Today, we will be wearing our white coats as a symbol of loyalty to our peers, our school, our friends and family, and our future patients. I can't think of a group more capable and deserving of this honor. Congratulations, class of 2029, and thank you. Yay! I would now like to welcome Dr. Shauna Williams to the podium to introduce today's keynote speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. First-year medical students, you may remember me from the amazing policy race during the distant past of orientation week, or perhaps from the numerous awkward elevator rides that we have had since then. I am truly delighted to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Ashley Johnson. She embodies the very mission that led to the founding of this medical school, admitting South Carolina residents with the hope that they would return to serve the communities that they grew up in. Originally from Simpsonville, South Carolina, Dr. Johnson was part of our first full class of 100 medical students. After graduating from this program, she completed her psychiatric residency at Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist in Winston-Salem, where she then served as chief resident in her third and fourth year. In 2023, she returned to the upstate and joined the Carolina Center for Behavioral Health, which is located in Greer. She primarily treats psychiatric inpatients with chronic mental health disorders such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. And she lives in the area with her husband and her 3-year-old son and her 1-year-old daughter. One of the unique privileges that I have is being part of the medical school from the very beginning, back when the flooring hadn't even been laid down, and the idea of bevy, sparkling, flavored water machines was a dream that was too impossible to dream, is that I had the chance to know our students before they earned the title and the privilege of being called doctor. Before all of her accomplishments, I simply knew Dr. Johnson as Ashley. I knew her when she had the same nervous butterflies before she took her Foundations 1 exam, just like many of you did on Friday. I also share this memory to remind you that every one of you, or that every time that you meet a poised and accomplished clinician, that clinician was once an uncertain medical student just like you are, and just like the one that's standing or sitting next to you at any given time as you anxiously await for your first biomedical science summative exam grade release, which is Tuesday around noon, by the way. As you take your first steps in this white coat following this ceremony, remember that the journey from student to healer is not defined by perfection. It is instead defined by its persistence, oftentimes an extreme amount of discomfort, and most importantly, by the courage and the willingness to grow. And today, you begin that journey just like Dr. Johnson once did. So, without further ado, it is my honor and my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Ashley Johnson.
Good afternoon, students, faculty, family, friends, and all of you here today to celebrate this truly meaningful milestone. It's an honor to stand before you today. The white coat ceremony is special because it marks a turning point. Until now, medicine has been mostly an idea, something you've worked towards. But after today, it becomes real. From here on, patients will see you differently. You'll see yourself differently. And your family will see you differently too. And beware, because pretty soon they're about to start texting you pictures of weird rashes for medical advice. People will start looking to you for answers, sometimes before you feel ready. Being here takes me back to my own white coat ceremony 10 years ago, sitting right where you are now. I remember the excitement, the anticipation, and that quiet little voice in the back of your head whispering, "Are you sure you're ready for this? Do you really belong here?" That feeling has a name: imposter syndrome. And it's incredibly common, especially in medicine, especially at the beginning. I wish I could tell you that it disappears after medical school or after residency, but the truth is, it doesn't always go away. In fact, when I was asked to speak here today, that same little voice popped up. Why you? There must be someone more qualified, or at least someone whose most recent speech experience wasn't lecturing her toddlers on why we don't eat mulch. Imposter syndrome can stick around, but with time, you learn that it's not proof that you don't belong. It's just proof that you care about doing the job well. And along the way, you'll discover something else. No one knows everything, and no one expects you to. What matters most isn't perfection, it's presence. It's showing up. It's being someone your patients can trust, even when you're still figuring things out. A few weeks ago, my 3-year-old son had a routine checkup. He doesn't remember the physical exam, which is honestly impressive because it was very traumatic for him. God bless you, future pediatricians. But he does still talk about the medical student, one of your peers, who let him borrow the turtle light from her badge to help him stay calm during the exam. That's what stuck with him. Not the exam, not the doctor, the medical student's kindness. And that's the art of medicine, the part that they don't quiz you on. You may not know all of the names of all the muscles in the human body yet, but every single one of you is already capable of being there for your patients the way that that medical student was there for my son. This journey won't always be easy. You'll be tired, you'll be challenged, you'll unintentionally become a hypochondriac, suddenly convinced that you have every diagnosis that you learn about. But you'll also find your way. You'll learn that healing isn't always about fixing. More often, it's simply about understanding and listening. And since I'm a psychiatrist, I have to include a word about self-care. Medicine will try to convince you to do more. See one more patient, read one more article, stay one more hour. But here's the truth. There will always be one more thing. And if you don't set boundaries, this career will gladly take every ounce of you. Self-care is knowing when to say, enough for today. The goal isn't just to survive training, it's to build a career and a life that you can sustain. Today, you're not just putting on a coat. You're stepping into a profession built on presence, compassion, and commitment. Right now, your white coat is crisp, the pockets just right, the sleeves just right, the pockets mostly empty. Over time, it'll pick up coffee stains, ink smudges, and quite possibly some body fluids that don't belong to you. When I first wore mine, it felt like a costume, a way to look the part while I was still learning how to be the part. But eventually, the qualities it stood for, professionalism, compassion, responsibility, stopped living in the coat and started living in me. And these days, I rarely wear it, but I carry it everywhere because the real white coat is internal. It's in how you speak to a patient, how you handle uncertainty, how you show up when you're tired or unsure. You were chosen as part of this class because you have that capability. This year, more than 4,000 students applied to this medical school. And today, only 113 of you are sitting here ready to don your white coats. You didn't end up here by accident. You earned it, and you belong here. So, wear your coat with confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you care enough to keep asking the right questions. The rest you'll grow into, one patient, one moment, one day at a time. And probably at least one diagnosis of a family member's rash, because come on, they have a doctor in the family now. You gotta give them something. Congratulations, and welcome to the profession.
Thank you so much, Dr. Johnson. We are excited to continue to transform medicine and to welcome you all when you put on this white coat. It's so meaningful, and I think all of our speakers really conveyed that special meaning, but I really like the white coat being internal and not just external. I haven't heard that before, so thank you so much. That was great. Okay, our students today will have their white coats donned by Dr. Donda Moody, Dr. Marks, and our esteemed scholarship donors. Dr. Donda Moody, will you come to the mark, please, for donning? Dr. McGilvray, if you will go to the photo mark. Okay, great. So we are so thrilled to be celebrating this milestone in the lives of our students and your family members. As the Associate Dean for Medical Education, I have the privilege of watching these students grow from the day they matriculate to the day that they graduate. And it is truly an honor to be here and have them walk across this stage today. So the students will stand and come on stage to be donned with their white coat when their name is called. Most students are being donned by faculty who are integral to their education. Some are being donned by donors who have awarded scholarships. After you get your white coat here, you will walk across the stage for a photo and congratulations with the dean, and then go back to your seats. We have a lot of people. We have a lot of students. Please hold your applause until all the students have been recognized so that we can celebrate everyone together. Will the first row of students please stand? Making sure there's space, yes. Okay, we'll start with our first student, Lana Aga. Chantel Arguer Garcia. She's donned by Minor Mickle Shaw. Leah Andrews. Kylie Artoski. Haley Bailey. Jada Banks. Casey Battle. Allie Biter. Basmala Berber. Madeline Bergman. Meg Berquist. She is being donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. Thomas Besmer. Hunter Bielicki. Marge Billiken. Kushi Bimbra. Lucas Block, donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. Kendall Brady, also donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. He's coming back. It's Beecham again, hold up. All right, Chase Brandner, donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. Morgan Brown Walker, donned by Minor Mickle Shaw. Joanna Burgess. Amber Carr. Izzy Chartier. Sophia Chavez, donned by Minor Mickle Shaw. Hannah Chelly. Tamia Cobb. Paige Comerford. Austin Dang. Ria Desai. Maria De Simone. Hope Dominique. Chloe Everard. Ariana Faraci. Luke Fisher. Noelle Forcier. Sam Fritsch. Katie Fulmer. Carter Gentry. Henry Kate Gifford. Emma Godwin. Catherine Goldman. Annabelle Harris. Ainsley Hartman. Skylar Hayes. Ryan Hill. Holden Capshuck Sean. Sorry, Sean Holden Capshuck. Sorry, I did that backwards. He is donned by Dan Walters. Allison Hyde. Tony Ibrahim, donned by Laura Stevens. Natoria Jeter. Oh, well. Okay, there we go. Allison Jordan. Ali Carges. Taylor Keogh. Matthew Kim. Morgan Locklear, donned by Dr. Jonathan Gleason. Olivia Longsworth. Thank you, Dr. Donna Moody, for assisting with the donning. Dr. Marks, would you please come to assist next? Rose Luna. David Mahaffey. Jillian Marshall. Billy McAmey. PJ McPherson, donned by Dr. Jonathan Gleason. Tristan Menninger. Reese Moheski. Misbah Mukri. Trinity Myers. Samuel Nathaniel. Jacob Nichols, donned by Dr. Jonathan Gleason. Paige Novota. Brooke Olin. Caitlin Owen. Sophia Pavento. Emma Ruth Peterson, donned by Dr. Kendall Dankovich. Allison Phelps. Avery Phelps. Brandon Phillips. William Phipps. Kume Quarters, donned by Malia Bowers Jefferson. Dora Rice. Caleb Rogers. I need the name. It's cut off on my paper, please. Next slide. Gina Marie Ross. Donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. Caroline Royals. Marcus Schuliter, donned by Dr. Frank Beecham. Cooper Snyder. Christopher Scott. Veronica Scott. Laramie Sellers. Ishika Sharma. Darina Schnitzer. Logan Simmons. Zachary Simpson. Christina Sims. Caroline Smith. Nicole Sopala. John Stevens. Eliza Steichoff. Ethan Sudsbury. Eva Sundquist. Caroline Surdick. Elizabeth Tamura. Zachary Theodosio. Fallon Tomlin. Preston Tuttle. Caitlin Ulmer, donned by Dr. Jonathan Gleason. Katie Van Venrooy. Eli Verdon. Zach Verdon. Paulina Vertigel. Jonathan Wade. Walia Wahid. Sarah Walker. Evan Walker. And Ashley Watson. And now for our applause. Congratulations, everyone. you really saved that up. That was great. All right. Next, we will recognize the administration of the oath. Christina Sims, president of the class of 2029, will lead her class in the oath. Christina?
In this room, there are 113 reasons for choosing this path. 113 stories, 113 goals, 113 whys. These reasons will carry us through the difficult days ahead. We promise to hold on to them, return to them, and let them guide us as we move forward. Today, we take a moment to reflect on what brought us here. As a class, we honor the purpose that draws us to medicine and the legacy of those who have paved the way for our journey. We will maintain this sentiment of gratitude throughout our training and beyond. With this oath, we are committing ourselves to uphold a higher standard, working towards innovation while honoring the past. Class of 2029, please stand and repeat after me. We pledge to remain grateful and humble, acknowledging the sacrifices made by our loved ones and communities. We recognize that our greatest teachers are our patients. The experts of their own bodies, whose trust is a privilege, not a given. We vow to work constantly in the pursuit of knowledge, so that we may educate our patients, and be informed of progress that may benefit our community. We will advocate for not only ourselves, but also our patients. Recognizing the practice of medicine is imperfect, while striving to build a better system. We promise to empathize, understanding the many social drivers impacting our patients' health. I know that's a mouthful. Drivers impacting our patients' health. There wasn't a good stopping spot there. I'm sorry, guys. We vow to recognize the humanity of our patients. And to uphold their dignity. Regardless of differences in culture, citizenship, or socioeconomic status. Regardless of differences in culture, citizenship, socioeconomic status. We promise to respect our peers and learn from our mistakes. As we don the white coat, we pledge to remain grounded in our why. Holding close the personal conviction that called us to medicine. And will continue to guide us forward. We, the class of 2029, are privileged to call Greenville home and dedicate ourselves to serving this community and beyond. With the spirit of excellence, humility, and collaboration, we will work alongside colleagues, patients, and communities to bridge the gap between access and care, celebrate the diverse backgrounds that make our communities strong, and embrace innovation through research, education, and advocacy. You guys don't have to say that. Please be seated.
I think that deserves one more round of applause, don't you? To the class of 2029, what a powerful sight you are. Watching each of you receive your white coat today was more than symbolic. It was inspiring. You've chosen a path that demands your very best self every day. And while there will be challenges, there will also be deep moments of joy, discovery, and connection. This is a journey that will shape you in ways you can't imagine. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to say that we are honored to walk alongside you. Now, As much as I love a celebration, I would not be doing my job if I did not remind you that class is tomorrow, bright and early. So please enjoy tonight, savor the moment, celebrate, take photos, hug your people, soak in the moment. You've earned it. And then get some rest, because there's another journey that starts tomorrow. Thank you.
Have a good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. As we conclude our white coat ceremony, we will begin to process off.